Hello and welcome back. Now I have done some driving offline. It's just as well because it's taken me about 2 hours wheel time to get to where we are, so that would have been 4 videos to get here. I'm just coming into Marseille in France. Admittedly, one of the reasons it took me about 2 hours to get here is I took a wrong turn somewhere, so that took probably an extra 15-20 minutes wheel time to the journey. I just had a message flash on my screen a moment ago to say that the people are expecting their delivery soon, so I think it might be late. But the reason I started recording again here is we're getting very, very close to where we're going to be hopping on a ferry, and I know Driver has played Euro Truck Simulator 2 as well as American Truck Simulator, because he's over in the UK at the moment, which is just across the ditch from France, of course, so we're not very far from where Driver is in this game at the moment. But having said that, so I've just got to turn here. I'm not sure if Fury Machine Gaming has ever played Euro Truck Simulator or whether he's just done American Truck Simulator, and I don't know if AK's done either one, so I thought it's possible that there's some of you that haven't seen the way the ferries work in this game, so I thought that I would start recording before we hop on the ferry. Not that it's really overly thrilling to see how it works, but I must admit that being able to hop on ferries, especially between the UK and France, which isn't the ferry we're hopping on this time, but when you hop on that one it's quite interesting because you change from driving on the left hand side of the road to driving on the right hand side of the road, so it just makes it interesting. So that's one of the reasons I actually prefer this one over American Truck Simulator. I have got both, and for both I've got some of the map mods but not all of them, so I've got enough map mods that, you know, I've got an interesting amount of country to see, but I haven't gone and bought every single mod. I think the Truck Simulator ones, especially when you've got both games, and most people either have neither of them or they have both, I think, by now. But I think if you're going to buy every map expansion and things for both games, it would end up being like Train Simulator, where you just end up spending thousands of dollars to get every map expansion for both games, and unless you're playing it all the time, like I know Driver plays American Truck Simulator a lot, so it wouldn't surprise me if I learned that he had every single map expansion. It wouldn't surprise me in the slightest. But unless you're going to play them a lot, I don't think it's worth buying every single expansion. You just get the ones that are of interest to you. I mean, I don't even buy every single DLC pack for Farming Simulator. I used to back in the days of like FS 15 and 17. I'd buy them all just to help support Giants, but now they just release so many that are of zero interest to me, like the ones where you're buying, you know, big huge tractors of 1,000 horsepower and seeders and things that are, you know, 20 million feet wide. Well, I'm never ever going to use any of those on my English maps that I play on, so I just don't even bother to buy those ones now. So yeah, but we're coming up, I think we're very close to the ferry, I believe, so that's why I actually saved this game. I was last playing this one yesterday, and I saved it actually just driving down the motorway instead of at a rest stop or anything. So as you can see, we've got plenty of diesel, and we've got 6 hours before we absolutely have to be sleeping, although only 3 hours before the bed thing turns red. I've discovered this. You see, I've made discoveries over the last couple of days while I've been putting those extra 2 hours of driving. I now know, I never noticed that timer bit next to the bed telling me how far I had to go before I got tired, but yep, I now know that I start getting tired, the bed turns red when I've got 3 hours left, and so you've got to stop in 3 hours, otherwise you start getting the long blinking and all that sort of stuff. Actually, I think you get that after 2 hours. Now I was hoping to finish this trip without stopping to repair my truck, but alas, the truck damage got up to about 60%, so it was stalling all the time, so I had to stop and do truck repairs. I think that's one of the reasons that this load's likely to be late, is I've had a couple of double sleeps, because like I've had stopped to have a sleep, and when I have a sleep it Ian's asleep at like 11 o'clock at night or something, and I don't want to drive in the dark, so I just go back to sleep again, have a double sleep to avoid driving in the dark. Plus I had stops for repairs. So all of that means that this load is likely to be late to be delivered. Oh, speeding offence. But as I said to you before, because with this game I downloaded a thing right at the beginning to give me plenty of money and things, so because the whole reason for me downloading this, I wanted just the fun of driving a truck. I didn't want to have to worry about trying to make ends meet and trying to balance the books and things. I do that with my farming simulator. Oops. I didn't want to be doing it with my... Oh, great. We now have a damaged truck. Oh no, that was trailer damage. It was trailer damage. We're still on 0% with the truck. Yay. I like to keep my truck on 0% for as long as I can after spending money to buy it. Find it and activate it to view the cutscene. Okay, we're looking for a viewpoint. Let me just go out of the truck for a second. Where would I look for a view? I assume I'm looking for a little camera icon somewhere around. It won't be down that road, so I've got X's on that road. Let's just keep an eye out. So we'll just do this view for a bit so I can see if there's a camera icon somewhere around there. I expect that's what I'm looking for. There's a camera icon or something else that would be a viewpoint. Might be near the ferry. See, that looks like the ferry we're going to be boarding right there. Oops. I do find it very, very hard to drive on this outside view. So, but I do want to find this cutscene if I can. Just for the sake of finding it. So, we will just stay on this view for now. Just where we're looking for a cutscene thing. Doesn't help that I don't really know what I'm looking for. Oh, that looks like, is it that green one there? No, I think that might be the hop on the ferry one. Hang on a second, let's have a look. That might be the viewpoint one there. Use the following key to stop the engine. Oh no, that is the hop on the ferry one. So where's the cutscene one then? I do not see anything for cutscene. Oh well, never mind, we'll just stop it. Why do we want to stop the engine? Oh no, this is it. So there you go, we've got the cutscene. So this isn't part of the ferry thing, this is just the cutscene. Port of Marseille, yep. And after we've done this, I don't know whether, I think from memory, if I remember rightly, once you've unlocked these, you can go back and watch them anytime you want, the little cutscenes. But I'm not 100% certain about that. So, don't even know how long these cutscenes are. So I hope I haven't bored you with a really long cutscene, but anyway, it is what it is. No, okay, I'm bored with watching that now. Okay, so let's turn the engine back on and hop back into the in-cab view. Okay, let me demonstrate how the ferries work. So you drive up onto the ferry, like yay. Now you'll notice that I've got 0% damage to the truck, 8% damage to the trailer, and 4% damage to the cargo. So since we're delivering brand new SUVs, there's going to be one or more people that get a brand new SUV with a with damage already done to it. Okay, so now I have to press enter. So this is where you choose where you want to travel to. Now this particular ferry only goes to one place. No, that's not where we want to travel to. Hang on. I'm sure the place I wanted to go is around here. Somewhere about there. I'm sure it is. Oh no, it is there, so. Okay, so yep. So sometimes the ferry, depending on what ferry you catch, there might be 2 or 3 different destinations here, and it pays to check the map before you hop on the ferry, see which one you're meant to be going to. Now, when we get off the ferry here at Porto Vecchio, that's where my cargo is going as well, so we haven't got much of a drive after getting off the ferry to deliver it. Now you see, so that was your ferry. Now personally, one of the changes I'd like to see to this game in the future is where you can actually like stand on the deck of the ferry and watch it go across the water, and you'd speed it up by all means. Maybe just watch it leaving one harbour and watch it going into the other, because it would be pretty boring just watching the open sea in between the two. But just being able to stand on the deck, I know from having caught a ferry down to the South Island before, and why have I got arrows going that way? Where am I meant to be? Obviously not where I'm meant to be, but where am I meant to be is the question. I have no idea why I'm driving in. Oh, maybe I'm just meant to be over one lane, but there, okay. We'll do that then. There you go, we'll pull over to there and hope I'm on the right side of the road now. Oh, yeah, here we go, out this gate. Anyway, so having travelled on a real ferry down to the South Island before, I know it can be really, really neat, especially when the weather's nice, to stand out on the deck of the ferry and watch as you leave port and watch as you come into the other port. So I think instead of just having a thing where you drive into the truck, turn off the engine and put on the handbrake, and then choose your destination and wham, you're there, and then you just drive off the truck again, to actually be able to stand on the deck and watch the ferry go out of the port. Even if you had it as an option, you can press enter to skip that, kind of like a cut scene. I think that would be really neat to have. So yeah, personally I'd love it if they brought that in as a change to this game in the future, but I don't see it as very likely really. Now this, I believe, is where we're delivering the truck, and I think, don't quote me on this, but I think we're in Sardinia now. I think that's where this island is, but I'm not 100% certain about that. Oh, I can see where our trailer goes, but we normally have to drive into a icon thing first before, and that's going to be awful. I'm just going to hop out of the view. Yeah, I really need to back into this whole area, so, because I'm not going to be able to. Oh look, I can probably swing in next to that truck there. There you go, that's what we'll do. We will back up a wee bit here and then swing in there and back around in a big U. That'll work. Okay, so oops, wrong button, sorry people. That button, I've never even seen that other screen before. What did that actually say? Oh, that shows my damages and my job detail, and yep, so it says we're in France there, and that would be correct. That would mean I'm probably correct, because Sardinia is, I'm pretty sure the island of Sardinia is actually part of France. Oh, there's grassed area here. Oh, that's alright, we'll just back up onto there. Then we'll see if we can back right around. It's still going to put it on the wrong side of me for my mirror's sake, which means I'm going to have to use the outside view. I much prefer, when backing my trailers in, to use the in-cab view, but because I only have the mirror on one side of my truck visible, I don't like to block my view out the windscreen with a paste-on mirror for the other side. So it does mean that in this particular case, because there's not room to approach from the other side, I'm going to have to do it from outside the cab. I'm sorry. You just have to take my word for it at this stage, that normally I would use in-cab view for doing this, but I'm approaching it backing in from the other side, so I can still use my mirror and see it. I suppose what I could do in theory is to oh, wrong thing, sorry. Come on. Normally, see, now I've got it from the other side, so now I can go to this view and use my mirror there to back it in. Hang on, which way are we? That way, I think we're meant to be going, is it? Yes, it's us. So as you can see, I'm backing in using the mirror, which is the way I like to do. So I'm so used to. Oh, come on. It's better. Stop. Okay. Now, Oh, cargo's ready to be. Okay, so kill the engine, handbrake. I don't actually think I'm in that well enough, personally. Oh, they obviously think that's well enough. I don't, but no, I think we'll do it a bit better than that, I think. Take the handbrake off again. Let's have a look. Yeah, we can definitely do a better job than that. Okay. Really fun loading. So normally I can back in quite well just using the mirror there, but that one I was a wee bit crooked still. Okay. So it's T to unload it. Decoupling. And we're late. I said we would be. And well, we've still got some. Let's look at what current company job offers there are, shall we? A crawler tractor, that would be interesting, going up to Lithuania. As you can see, I've got it selected to give me long rides. That's what I prefer. I prefer long rides. So, well, that is going back pretty much the same way as we've just come. So we might see what else there is there. So we'll look. Oh, that's going up to Latvia. That one's going to Latvia as well. That one's going back to Russia, that's where we've just come from. And this one is going to Germany. So, oh no, there's a second page there. So we'll have a look at what's on the second page. That's going to France, and that's going to Italy. I don't normally like to do box cars because they're just boring to look at. So I like the idea of that one, but it's going back the same way as I've already gone. I was thinking maybe something like Sweden or Norway would be good, or even up in Scotland this time, and then I could run as a driver perhaps if I go up to Scotland. So I think that's the way he's headed. Oh, Spain and Portugal obviously don't have those maps, that's why there's nothing showing there. As you can see, if I wind out here, oh, you can't change the scale out here, you can see that I've got, you know, a lot of the, then up here there's all the going east maps for the rest of Russia, and that's the ones where I probably will buy one of those. And there's another map pack for getting some of these countries. I thought I had the Greece one, but maybe I haven't. But I know I don't have Turkey and Bulgaria and Serbia and Romania yet. Again, those are probably quite... I might end up buying those packs, I think, actually. Actually, what I think we might do here, we'll make for a shorter video, but that's alright. What we'll do is we'll exit out of there, and I will just... I've unhooked that trailer, so let's just get the truck out of the way. Oh, hang on. What I might do, because I wouldn't mind going either Russia, Serbia, somewhere like that. So what we might just do is stop the truck here, finish the video here as well, and I might go and buy one of those other DLC packs and see if I can find a load going to one of those places from here. So thank you very much for watching, and I'm sorry it's a slightly shorter video than normal for the truck driving, but yeah, I just want to maybe see if I can find a load somewhere new for change. Okay, thank you very much. Bye.